Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razek at CMTrading. Today is July 13th, 2018, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, no events scheduled for today, but we've had a really full week of events this past week, especially Donald Trump in Europe for those NATO meetings and following up in the UK and following up with President Putin from Russia later on. So lots happening in the markets, and let's take a look.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we're jumping into the Euro USD, and as you can see, we sold off a little bit below our support level here.
This conference will now be recorded.
However, you got to keep an eye on as you see that we have further selling, further pressure, and the dollar getting stronger. We may see ourselves go back to the low 1620-ish level later today. So that's something, even though we don't have any economic news later today, I think the dust is settling, and, as the U.S. is putting pressure on, the European states to increase their NATO distribution, I think that's going to actually resonate in the currencies as well. GBP USD, same story. Below this support level, as you can see, trading at 131.78. Really no support level up until 131.60-ish level. So we still have, a little bit way down if we do continue to trade on that. Now, looking at the Swiss franc, we had a massive breakout yesterday, as you can see here. We've been watching this for quite some time. I mean, we've been following this trade, between these two ranges for, over a month, okay? And finally, we had that breakout right here yesterday, okay? A massive trade on the upside. We're trading at 002-ish level, okay? At these levels, I mean, you got to look at a multi-year graph to really keep it in perspective. Our next resistance level is 140, okay? As you can see here, that's the top of the move right there. So if we do break that, I mean, we can continue into, back into the 102-ish level, 126-ish level, and further up. So keep that in mind as we continue to trade that later today. Now, however, the Rand getting stronger here, okay? Ironically, trading at 1328 right now, and, pretty much, once it's broke this 1345-ish level, it has this level down here, but, for it to continue breaking down, it has to break this 1328-ish level, and we'll have to see how that actually unfolds later today. Now, jumping into the Japanese yen, we had that massive rally. We continued it a little bit here. We broke above this 112.27 resistance of potential resistance level, right? And we're trading right now at 112.66-ish level. The next real resistance is 113-ish. Okay, so this could further correct itself. And I wouldn't be surprised if it go to 114 in the next month or two as the dollar is getting stronger across the board. Now, Turkey yesterday had a massive rally, okay, all the way to 572 to capitulate at a 579, and it looks like it's changing here, all right, correcting itself just mildly. It's a little bit hard to catch this on the upside. Again, don't like to chase this up and then you're buying the top of the move. But if we do break this 558-ish level, maybe 550-ish level, or we hold this 550-ish level, that might be actually an opportunity to jump into it, as long as we hold that 550-ish level. Otherwise, we could see ourselves correcting ourselves. A lot of shakeup in Turkey, and the Turkish lira getting a lot weaker versus the dollar. And I'm jumping into the gold, 1245, really just settling here, but not breaking down further with some velocity. All right, let's see how that unfolds later today to see if it does bounce or it's just finding a new training range between 1239 and maybe 1257-ish level, until it breaks out in either way. Now, looking at oil, we bounced off of our support 69. Right there, 69 was our support, and we bounced right off of it. All right, so we're right there this morning, and we're trading between 69 and 74. If we do break that, we could see a further decline, maybe back to the 66-ish level as this continues to correct itself, and the U.S. putting pressure on OPEC to continue its production. Now, what's noteworthy, the NASDAQ made all-time highs yesterday. Okay, this is really very important to note. 7404. 7,000. Look at that. Okay. Now this is all followed up with, the price of the stocks, right? So what pushed it higher? Well, we've been watching Facebook for quite some time, all right, trading at 206. That was a nice $3 move from the 203 resistance level, held that line, held 200, and then just wanted to take it up higher. Now, another component that took it higher is Amazon. Amazon stock trading at 1796, all-time highs. If we look at a monthly chart, you could see what I'm talking about. Everybody's selling on Amazon in the United States, and you could surely see that, right? Believe it or not, I almost had it here at 30, from 2000 right there. I almost had it at $12, a little bit further down than that, actually $7. You can't see that so well here, but that's how crazy this thing has gone in the past, 18 years. I mean, this is really just amazing what's happened to the price of Amazon. Really, taking and pushing further and pushing higher, and really, remodeling their business, not just domestically but internationally, and that's reflecting in the U.S. stocks going up higher. All right, so this is something, at this stages it could go to 2,000, 2,500, but it's hard to say. All right, so you just got to trade it from day to day, but that's just looking at a monthly chart, altogether. And then lastly, just jumping into Bitcoin, showing some relative weakness here. Okay, we're back to this 62-ish level. Okay, we're just trading in this, somewhat of a tight range over here, but bouncing just this morning, yesterday, but still very, very weak. Okay, so as long as this, doesn't, capitulate here and continues to trickle down, and what you're seeing here is lighter volume. Okay, which means that it's already done. Okay, which means until there's an impetus for it to go up higher, until there's another surge of people, investing in Bitcoin, I don't think it's going to go up anytime soon. All right. What I'm talking about in the next month or two, I think it's going to be trading between the 6,600-ish level and the 5,600-ish level, unless it breaks below that. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.